Hi! I hope you can hear me. We had some technical trouble last time, but I'm sure that's all been fixed. Some kind of snafu with the world's internet or something. My name is Tim Cruz. Captain Tim Cruz, ladies and gentlemen. What we're talking about today is crafts. Now, we do a lot of crazy things on this channel. You've probably seen them already. We're going on the first ever cruise that's leaving from an American port since the reboot of cruising. That's going to happen on June 26th and live only here. It's the first ever cruise ever done on Amazon Live. Really, and you need to follow that because it's going to be super exciting. There's a lot of changes that happened, and we're going to give you a lot of good information about cruising and what you can buy right here on Amazon.com to make your cruise enjoyable, efficient, and you won't trip over all your junk in your room. So make sure you follow us right here. It's up here somewhere. I don't know where it is. You'll find it. Just hover over here and click on follow. It'll let you know when we go live. You'll get a little notification on your device. Today, this is my favorite show. It's Felicia's She Shed. I have a hard time saying that. That's what she shed. You get it? This is where we talk about all the cool crafts that Felicia is into. And she has some exciting new news today. Did you know the Cricut Maker version 3 is out and it's here? We're going to unbox it live on this stream, the first time it's ever been shown on Amazon Live. We're going to show you what the differences is. Is it worth the upgrade if you already have the second Maker or the Cricut Explore Air 2? Is it really worth jumping into that new Cricut Maker? So we're going to unbox it and we're going to do a test project. And that is super exciting because this is probably one of the first in the world. No one's seen this thing yet. We can't wait to rip into that box. We're going to do that a little bit later on today. And we're going to talk about some brother machines. Felicia's recently gotten into embroidery. There's a lot of things you can't do on these cutting machines that you can only do with an embroidery machine. Embroidery means kind of with thread and sewing if you're not familiar with the term. So it really opens up a lot of new, interesting opportunities like sewing, quilting, and the actual embroidery itself, which you can layer multiple colors on top of each other almost seamlessly. It's gorgeous. Wait till you see some of the stuff she's done, and we're going to do an embroidery project right here on the air today. So without further ado, let's begin. Ladies and gentlemen, Felicia B., what are we looking at first?
The brother embroidery machines.
I'm going to get out of your way.
All right.
I'm going to tell you a few things about this while Felicia's getting started. Now, there are two machines, as you can see here. There is the PE800 and the SE 1900. Now, they look pretty much the same with the exception of this color here. You can see it's got a little lilac, I guess you would, and the other one's a little bit more deep purple. Because the deep purple gives it a little more, you know what I mean? What is the fundamental big difference between these two embroidery capable machines, Felicia?
This PE800 is strictly an embroidery machine.
It's all it does, embroidery. It's not a sewing machine.
It's not a sewing machine.
I thought it was just a big sewing machine, to be honest with you, the first time we saw this. And, okay, so the PE800 does embroidery only.
Right.
Does it do a fabulous job?
It does. It does a fabulous job.
I think it does. Do you have anything handy that you've embroidered already on the PE800? These are made by the brother. It's really an affordable way to get into embroidery. If you've ever thought about doing, if you've ever seen some designs on people's shirts, if you've seen monograms on people's bags or hats or whatnot, it's a really affordable and easy way to get into embroidery. Look at that. That is gorgeous. You did that on the PE800.
Yeah.
Look at that. Those are gorgeous designs. My God, you're so talented. Look at the colors and the detail in here. Now, we went to a big box store today and looked at some embroidery machines by a different company. And they started at $12,000. Now you can see, I mean, there's some advantages to some of those machines. They do some things that these machines may not. But if you're just getting started, you want to test the waters, try it out. See if embroidery is something you want to pursue either as a career to open a store or just something you want to do and get heavily into because you love embroidery. This is the way to do it. These brother machines offer an affordable way to jump in and test the waters. So, hey, what's up? I think your name is Rosalinda. I think that's who you are. Rosalindo, Rosalinda? I don't know what I'm talking about, but it's great to see you. Thanks for jumping in today. All right, so now you have another machine today to show these people, and we're
I
going to do a
do.
demonstration on this. Now,
Yeah.
what is this lovely thing?
This is the Brother SE 1900, and the difference between the two, as far as I know, at this moment in time, it was literally just unboxed, and I have not done a thing with it.
I looked it up. It's just
sewing.
It's
So
just
this
sewing.
one
Bring it
does
lower
sewing and embroidery, same size hoop as the PE 800, but the PE 800 does not do sewing. So we picked up the 1900 because we wanted to expand our horizons.
I think Rosalinda just picked up her first beginner sewing machine. Congratulations, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Now, Felicia, you have experience sewing, right? What did you do in sewing before you picked this thing up? Years ago.
Years ago. I took, back in the day, they had home ec classes. So I actually took a home ec class. And I made, I should have pulled something out. I still have one thing that I made back then. And it was actually a suede-like jacket.
Do you remember home ec classes?
I do.
Were they the best?
I loved home ec classes.
I took home ec in high school,
It was
too.
wonderful.
And you learn, like, I took shop. They split the years. Half year shop, half year home ec. And you learn...
Oh, shop was so much fun.
Why don't they do that now?
I don't know.
Gosh. All right, so you learned a little bit about sewing.
Yep, and I've kept most of it, the basics I know still. But I am slightly intimidated by this machine, only maybe because it embroiders, or when I open the lid, it shows me all these different threads.
Let me get a close-up of that. Oh, my
and
goodness.
I don't know what it's doing.
What is all that? My goodness, that is... I'm going to tell you some details about this when she gets started. I don't want to bore you with all that now. Once she embarks upon this, I will tell you about the 240 built-in stitches. That's the fundamental difference between these two machines, between the PE 800 and the SE 1900. The SE 1900 is a sewing. And you know what? It's not much of a price difference, really. So you get the addition of a sewing machine, the luxury, the extra functionality in that machine, and still all the embroidery stuff. And I'll fill you in on all the details as we go along. All right, so you've just taken this out of the box, right?
Yeah.
This is kind of exciting. So this is the first time you're looking at this, too.
First time.
And you know what? On this channel, I think it's great because people love us because we do that. We share the experience of the first time you took something out of the box.
So back in the day when you were a DJ,
oh, stop.
You'd go out to the bars and you do a little karaoke. And you would challenge your friends with something called kamikaze karaoke.
Oh, that was a big time.
So basically he'd call somebody up to the stage and randomly pick a song, and they'd have to do karaoke for the song they've never seen or possibly even heard before. So that's kind of what he's doing to me today. He wants me to demonstrate the SE 1900 by Brother, and we're going to try something very similar we did last week with embroidery on this machine. I have not touched it from a sewing perspective, so we're not going to go there today.
I'm going to be straight up. Felicia hates when I throw her into this, like throwing her into a shark tank, and she has no idea what's coming at her. But she is so patient and caring and wonderful that she just deals with it. So that is awesome. All right, so what are we going to make? We're going to make something with this wonderful machine and show the embroidery capability, right?
Yeah, we're going to show the embroidery capability.
We're going to do sewing on a later live stream because that's a whole different thing. To be honest with you, we haven't attacked the sewing part of it yet.
We have not.
So we're going to figure this thing out for the embroidery.
Right.
Now, I've done some research on these two machines that the embroidery functionality is almost exactly the same.
Honestly, it looks exactly the same. The hoop structure is the same. It attaches to the machine the same. It looks like the bobbin is exactly the same, and the threading up at the top is, from what I can tell, the same. The only thing I see different is, I'm not sure what this button does yet. This looks like probably for sewing, it's a reverse.
That's the ejection button for it throws you out of the room.
And then this, I'm not sure what this does here, but we'll figure it out.
Hey, Aaron, good to see you. It's good. Hey, you're part of our fabulous fam, so you're fabulous too. All right, so I love this thing. I can't wait to see it. I've seen what the PE 800 can do, what this guy right here can do. Let's see if the SE 1900 does it the same way or faster. Are we plugged in? Do I need to do something here?
We're plugged in, but if you could move back just a little bit. Let me
Come
get
back
right
a
in
little
front
bit,
of
give
it.
you some room here.
Yeah, just so I can be right in front of it.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. I'm just
trying to get down on your level here. I'm going to go over your shoulder, so the
Okay.
camera's going to be a little wonky.
That's fine.
Bear with me here.
All right, so just powered it on. It looks like the screen cycles through a couple of images before it's ready to go. I've got a bobbin.
What is a bobbin?
A bobbin is the bottom thread underneath the pattern, and it goes in the bottom part of the machine. So I'm just going to go ahead and click the touchscreen once. It tells me that it's going to move the carriage just slightly. And I'm going to say OK.
It's a little hard to see the screen. I'm going to put this wheel in front
go
of
the
your
other way?
chair here. Come in here a little bit.
Come on.
Oh, that's good right here. That's good.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and put this bobbin in and pop this plastic cover, clear cover off. And it shows me a diagram. So it looks as if it goes counterclockwise. Just drop it in. Follow
There's a little light under there. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, follow it around, and it automatically cuts the thread for you.
Oh, that's convenient. Look at that.
We have lots of little thread all over the place now.
They've come a long way with that, huh?
They
Since
have.
the old sewing machine.
So I just popped the cover back on, and the bobbin is ready to go.
Okay.
Now, if I needed to, I could have threaded the bobbin at the top, but I already had one ready to go, so we're just going to go with that for now.
Okay.
All right, so then we're going to select a style, similar to what we've done before.
Now these are on screen. Let's talk about that screen for a second. It has
Sure.
it's considered a large color touch LCD. It's a touch screen. I don't want to get out of your way. Just
No,
show
go
you that
ahead.
screen real quick, and then we'll give you back here. So this is a color touch screen. And what can you do with this thing? Just real quick, and then I'll give you your seat
All right,
back.
so this is the main screen. It's got 5. This one's got 5. I don't remember if this one was on the last machine or not, but it's got 4 different areas for preset designs.
Built in the machine.
Built in the
No
machine.
computer connection necessary.
No, this is not connected to the computer. It's not connected to internet, Wi-Fi, or anything like that.
That's neat.
Straight up. And you can click on one of the designs, and then you can scroll through the different patterns that are available. If you're not wanting to go there, go back home, and let's say we want to scroll through, and we want to do an initial. There we go. We select our initial. Can you see that really well?
Trip you here.
I know, that's okay. Go ahead. Yeah, 'cause it's
Just
better-
this is important to see this screen.
This is. So if I click on this top arrow, I can see a closer image of what it's really going to look like. Just say, okay, go back. Must click set. So that's the image I'm going to do.
Okay.
You can change the size. You can move
You
it
can do
around.
a lot of editing here. I didn't realize you can
can.
rotate things. You can mirror it.
Yep, you can change the size. You want it larger, you want
You can
it smaller.
change the colors in here, I understand.
You absolutely can. I'll show you that in 1 second. You can only go within the hoop size of 5 by 7 because that's all that it accepts.
Oh, that's the larger. You go smaller?
Yes, you can buy a set of smaller ones, which I do have, but this 5 by 7 is the largest that you can use.
Would you think that would be big enough for most projects? You can have your seat back.
Yeah, for me, yes.
Yeah.
I'm
for
not.
T-shirts,
Yeah.
for pillows,
Yeah.
for patches.
Yep, agreed.
Okay, so this is probably big enough for most home embroidery jobs.
Correct.
If you're going to do something huge, like a giant banner or something,
That might be different, or you piece it together.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Separate. Okay.
That would take a lot of thought process for me right now. But right now, this is default. It's got a light blue color, some purples, and greens, and yellows in here. But the thread with the colors next to it, if I click on that, it allows me to change the colors to what I want. So if I wanted to change the blue to something else, I just simply...
Oh! Do that pink. Yes. No, put it pink. Make it pink. Oh, you already picked
I
the
already
colors.
have the colors.
Oh, never mind her. She has the colors. See, this is the kamikaze thing I'm talking about here. I change on a whim, and she's like, "Stop! I hate you." All right. So
if you want pink, I will do pink.
No, don't change it.
The box of colors is right here.
Don't. Should we do it?
If you
Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Should that P be blue or pink? I'm going to let you guys pick it. Look at all the colors she has. Somebody pick a color. First one in the chat that picks a color, you get that color. Pink or blue? What should it be, ladies and gentlemen, in our audience today? All 10 of you. I know there's a delay in the chat. It's a little weird before it comes up here. All right, while you guys are putting that in there, we'll just keep going. She's got pink and blue here, so somebody will pick that. Now you're going to make a PY.
It's my daughter's first name.
First letter of her first name. Okay, good.
Yep.
Okay, so she's...
But at the top here, it gives me a plus minus, and this is where I can scroll through and see all the different colors I'm going to need to do this design.
Okay.
Again, this is just a preset out of the box, so if I don't want to change the first color from blue, I've got blue, and on the bottom, I don't know if you can focus on this or not, it says 017. On the screen, it says 017.
I can sort of see that. Okay.
So then I click the plus one, it goes to the next color. It's 513.
Okay, and the screen's prompting you.
It's telling me what I need to do, and then as I start embroidering, it's going to prompt me to make the switch in colors.
Change the thread.
Right.
Okay, is that a pain in the butt to change the thread?
It is not. I think it's very simple.
Okay,
very
we're going to
simple.
see
It's
that
pretty
today?
quick. Yep, we're going to actually do one. Yep.
All right, cool. Let me pull back. Get your chair back up here.
Do you want a pink or blue?
I don't have anything in the chat, so let's go with pink.
Pink? This pink?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. Okay, whatever.
I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Did I make you mad again, Felicia?
It's all good.
Poor Felicia.
Poor
That is a
Felicia.
kamikaze karaoke I used to do when I was a nightclub DJ. And how it worked is we would come up with these prizes. We'd spin a prize wheel and we would say, if you can do this song all the way through, and the song we pick would be on a prize wheel as well. So I'd have a guy, this big burly guy with a beard, come up and sing Dancing Queen. And it was hilarious. I mean, they love this thing, and somehow they pull it off. So that's what I'm doing to Felicia, and she is not happy. Those are her thumbs, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. All right, go ahead. Pull your chair back up.
So I'm just going to select OK because I'm going to leave it.
All right, I'm going to come up closer again if you're going to mess with the screen so people can see what they're doing.
So you wanted me to go with pink, so we'll just change this to a pink.
I think that is amazing that you can change that on screen without a computer.
On screen without a computer. We'll leave everything else the same and go back to the main screen here and say end edit, and then it says you can change the position or rotate it if you'd like. Click embroidery. It's ready to go.
Wow.
That's it.
Let's do it. What are you going to embroider?
We're going to embroider the letter P, the monogram P, onto this washcloth.
Okay.
Because this is what we practice with till we learn it and get used to it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And we're going to lift the foot in the back maybe. I can't see it.
Oh, yeah, I've got you all kind of. See, this is Felicia's she shed. We are building this fabulous, fabulous craft room, which will really be a she shed, but it's still about 6 or 7 months out. There's a building shortage and everything slowed down because everybody in the world decided they wanted a new house when we did. So we sold our house before we knew what was going on. We're in this tiny apartment now, and her she shed has become the kitchen. It's weird, we don't cook here.
All right.
Your
So
DoorDash is making a fortune off of it.
here's my first thread.
Okay.
With this nice little spool saver.
Oh, that's pretty
It
cool.
keeps my thread from just dangling and getting loose all over the place. So these
see.
little spool savers.
I see. You know what's weird is the SE 1900 that embroiders and sews actually in the carousel looks a little less expensive than the PE 800. Is it just embroidery?
It might be on sale.
That's interesting. Might be a really good sale right now.
Okay.
So what are you doing here?
So I am going to thread the machine, and I'm going to grab one part that we didn't pull out.
Is this difficult?
No, but give me 1 second to grab this one piece.
Again, we're talking about the Brother embroidery machines. Basic entry-level embroidery machines for home people who want to do this as a hobby. And if you want to do this for a business, you could probably do some small runs with these things, but I think you'd probably need a commercial machine at that point. But these are home machines. And again, the difference between the Brother PE 800 and the SE 1900 is the SE 1900 is also a sewing machine. And you can see all these fabulous threads here. Look at all these threads you can do up there. I think there's 240. I'm going to give you the specifics in just a moment about this machine and its capabilities. So you look like you've done this before. Look at you just whipping around.
You know, I have not threaded this machine yet. No idea what I'm doing.
It looks
And
exactly the same here.
from a threading perspective. Excuse me.
Let me come back a little bit.
And I just clicked the lever on the side.
It's
and
threaded already?
It auto-threaded for me and it's ready to go.
Oh my God. You don't have to cut it or put it in the eye of a needle or anything?
Nope, ready to go.
Oh, is that different than a typical sewing machine? Do you have to thread it through the eye of a needle?
The older ones, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know if all the newer ones do auto-threading, but it would be the only way I would go at this point in time.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we're just going to lower that foot.
I just remember my mom sewing, and it looked so painful. All the stuff she had to do to go through that. That's why she didn't like to sew. But they've taken a lot of that away now.
They have. So I went ahead and put the washcloth in here with some tearaway backing.
What's the backing for?
The backing helps stabilize the design on the material. And the different backings are for different types of materials. So we're going to go ahead and push the start button and see what happens. Again, I've not done this before in this machine, so fingers crossed that it truly does work.
You never know.
I haven't changed the settings. I didn't change the tension. I haven't done anything but out of the box.
Let's see what it does. Well, that's what most people do, and that's why people love this channel, because we will show you exactly what's going to happen when you get this thing home. The first time you turn it on, the first time you thread it, this is what's going to happen for you. That thing moves fast.
It is really fast.
It's like a bunch of little elves in there. Like, are there like elves or gerbils in here? How does this work?
Yes, there's a lot of little elves. Oompa Loompas.
Now you've got this plugged in. Have you popped a circuit with this thing?
Nope. No.
So the motor's here to work on household voltage, no problem?
Yep, no problem.
All right, that's good.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, slowing down. What's it doing now?
It's doing the embroidery part of the letter P.
Oh, it's filling in the P. I see that now.
Can you see it up close?
Yeah. Can you see that? So it's filling in the P. Let me give you some details about this thing while we're doing this embroidery. We're going to look at the Cricut Maker 3, the first time the world has seen this thing. Today it just came. She hasn't even taken it out of the box, so this is really exciting. That's coming up a little bit later in the program. Look, this thing has a large color LCD screen, which, as we've seen, enables you to view your designs in color. As a matter of fact, it actually shows you where the progress is, doesn't it?
Yep.
Is this thing showing you where it is?
It tells me that...
Let me see this. Can I move over and show people this?
Yep, it shows you the stitch count and the minutes on it.
So you
as
know
well as the colors, and it's got 1 of 6 colors on it.
Wow, so exactly how long it's taking, what step in the process you're in,
right,
and how long it's going to take to finish.
Correct.
That is amazing. Look at
Correct.
that. I see something else in the carousel, the Grand Slam package. Looks like that comes with a whole bunch of accessories.
It does. It looks like it includes thread too, because the machine doesn't include any thread for the sewing part, nor does it include thread.
You had to buy all these separate, right?
I did.
What's it telling you?
Check and rethread the upper.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so there's something went haywire.
This is great.
So we're just going to go ahead and pull that out.
Now all the accessories to put the thread in are in here, right? It's just the only thing that's missing is the thread and the bobbin.
Nope, bobbins were there.
What do you call that stuff on the bobbin, the white thread?
That is bobbin thread.
Bobbin thread, okay. So you had to do that yourself, and
Yep.
you already had some. You know, you can buy pre-spooled bobbins.
I know, I think that's amazing.
That is pretty cool, right? Because you did that yourself on this machine the first time.
Yep.
So you can spool your bobbins, is that what they call it?
Yep.
Okay. So what happened here? Did
I
the
don't
thread
know.
break, or?
I don't know exactly what happened.
Again,
but-
this is great because this could happen to you the first time you get an embroidery machine.
But it's
at home.
easy enough to rethread it. If you can see the little hook underneath. There we
It'd
go.
be hard for people to see at home, but
It would be
I think
hard.
they'll get the gist of what's going on here.
All right.
So the thread disconnected or something?
Yep.
It just went a little haywire?
Yep.
Okay, easy enough to pop it back in there?
Yep.
And it told her on the screen, hey, there's a problem, Felicia. I need you to come back here and do something. So you've what do you call this?
Rethreaded it.
I'm not even going to talk.
I'm not going to
Felicia.
cut any of the little loose strands here because we're just doing this
We'll
as
do
a
that
test.
later. Right. It looks like it's picked up right where it left off.
Looks like it. It looks like the tension needs to be adjusted on the machine because it doesn't look like the embroidery is very tight.
Okay, what does that even mean? Tension.
well-
I know we have a lot of tension between us. But the tension is, I think I'm looking at my paper here, is how deep it goes into the material. Now this towel is kind of thick. Wouldn't you say?
It
this
is.
is kind of a thick towel between that and the, what is this thing, stabilizer?
Yep.
Maybe the tension is how deep it has to go through.
Or maybe it's got to do a second pass. I really, it looks like it does have to do a second pass,
Oh, I
which
see.
makes
Oh, it's
me
really-
happy.
So it's doing what it's supposed to do.
It looks like it. Can you see it up close?
Yeah,
It'll
let me
come
get
down in just a second.
A good shot of that there. I'm looking on our monitor here, and it looks pretty good. So this is embroidery. It is creating designs with thread. Now we just picked a couple of designs that are in the machine. They are built
Yep.
in. You don't need a computer. You don't need an app. You don't need Wi-Fi,
Nope.
Bluetooth.
Nope.
You can just rock and roll with this thing right out of the box, even if you live in a box.
And that's what we did.
Out of the box, in a box. That's the way I do it. Could you actually do this in a car?
If you have a power inverter.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Good point.
I thought you were tricking me with that one, by the way.
Is it her initials? No, this is for her daughter, her daughter's first initial. Felicia has like 20 kids. I see you lived in a shoe at one point.
Oh, we should come up with something for the oldest.
Oh, you
for the
should.
wedding.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It is cute.
Yeah.
It is cute. Look at that. Look at the detail in that P. That's amazing. We haven't even started with the... You have 6 kids? Oh my God!
Girl, bless your heart.
Woo! You are busy. Wow.
Bless your heart.
Blessed many times. That is awesome. We have 4 together. 4 children, 2 hers, 2 mine, and well, it's a long story. We'll tell it someday. So it's making the P here. So let me tell you about this machine. It's got the LCD touchscreen where you can view your designs and the progress and change things. As a matter of fact, did you know, Felicia, that LCD touchscreen will actually show you tips on how to use this machine. All these things are built in. You can watch little how-to videos on that screen that are built into this thing. I think that is absolutely fabulous. It's got an automatic threader, which we've seen, so it takes the eye strain out of those thread changes.
Oh yeah, it makes it so
much
easy.
easier. If you have already attested to.
Yep.
You can follow the numbered threading diagram to thread it, which you did, which is up here. It's got little numbers on
Right
here, if you can see that. So you
Right,
start
so
there.
you put your thread on the spool, put the holder on there, you thread it through 1, up to 2, down to 3, up through 4, follow the arrows to wrap it around, down, and then 5 and 6 are down here. Hook it, put it to 7.
Oh, don't touch it. Careful.
You're not. And over to the side, if you cut, it'll cut the thread for you.
Oh,
And then
cool.
push the lever down, and it automatically threads.
Oh, I love that. It's automated. Why not automate the process? Let's make it easier, right? Why make
Right?
it harder than it has to be? I think I could even do that. Felicia, Rosalind said, how many fingers have you poked with that needle?
Not one.
Not yet.
Not one.
You
No.
keep touching it like that, girl. Be careful. My goodness. So it has a jam-resistant drop-in top bobbin and bobbin winder. Have you used that, the bobbin winder up top here?
On this machine, I have not, but if
on
you
this
look,
one you did.
If you look at it over here, it's exactly the same.
It does
exactly
look
the same
exactly
design.
the same. It's
The whole
almost,
threading mechanism is exactly the same.
that pink is just popping
You like
on that
that,
thing. It's
don't you?
really, really nice. And that looks a little better in the blue, I think. All right, so it has 8 sewing feet. What is a sewing foot? Is it a foot that goes under your feet?
Yeah.
What is this thing? That's in
Well, I
this
don't
box
know.
here. These are sewing feet.
This is no. This is not the.
They're not sewing feet.
The feet would be. I'm going to put my finger up here again.
Don't do it!
The needle's going
Well,
through.
open that up. There's a little clip here. Pop it open here. I think it opens like a Ferrari. Opens towards you. Oh, I'll do it.
Oh, you're going to have to.
Yeah, I did this the other day. And this is brand new. We just took this thing out of the box.
He took it out of the box. Oh, fancy.
So those are your 8 sewing
there's
feet.
the
Are those
feet.
sewing feet?
They're feet. Oh, and there's your bobbins. I was looking for bobbins.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
So it comes with really everything you need to get started in embroidery or sewing. Again, the SE 1900 will do both sewing and embroidery.
That's
So really, I thought everything did sewing, but I was amazed that the PE 1800, the PE 800 does not do sewing.
right. It does
This one
not.
does.
And I'm going to assume that when
This
you're-
thing snaps into
Snap-
here
Exactly.
when
You take the arm off
exactly
for the embroidery arm and put
take
this one
that
for sewing.
piece off, and that goes away. Right.
Gotcha.
So that is kind of
Gotcha.
cool, right?
That is neat.
And this actually comes with this little, like if you want to play video games, it's a gas pedal. What is this?
That is the foot pedal to actually make it run when you're sewing.
Like
It
old
doesn't-
school?
Yeah, like old school. Yeah. I'm gonna assume it's needed, but I don't know because I'm not sure what all these buttons on the top here mean.
She loves that it's all, I do, I like it, it's white too. I mean, this has a lilac on it, which is not awful. But yeah, it's kind of clean looking, right?
Yeah.
What color is your machine? Your home decor is all white. I tell you what, I love an all clean white house, real bright. And it just wakes you all up and you're like, whoo! I'm gonna wake up in the morning, I see all this light in here. We like a lot of windows too. Do you like a lot of windows? It just makes things so much cheery, you know what I mean? Look, this thing has the 8 sewing feet, 11 included accessory feet. I don't even know what that is, but it's got 11 of them. 5x7 embroidery field, which you're looking at now. This thing's called the what? The foot?
This,
Yeah, the plastic thing?
this, the hoop.
The hoop. 5x7.
Yes, 5x7.
And these both will handle 5x7, the PE
Yep.
800 or this one. What's it telling you to
All
do?
right, it stopped with the pink.
What happened?
And on the screen,
Is it broken?
It tells me to go to the green.
Oh,
So I'm just going to click the scissor icon to cut the thread.
It cuts it for you?
Cuts it for you.
What are you supposed to do?
Lift the foot. Now that it's cut, I can easily pull out.
Oh my God! What have you done? Oh, you're
Put that
supposed to do it. I
aside.
thought you broke
Quickly
it.
just grab your next color and it's telling you exactly what's next. Again,
On
out
the
of
screen?
Yep, on the screen, out of the box design. Easy peasy, just kind of showing you exactly what you can do with this
All right,
machine.
you make
the minute
everything
you get
look
it home
easy.
and out of the box. So I'm just going to thread
First
it.
time she's ever used this machine.
This
ladies
one,
and
yes.
Now, I'm not going to lie, she had a little bit, yeah, minimalist, totally. I love it. White and bamboo. That's gorgeous. Wow. You live in a spa? I want a bamboo and white house when I grow up. We haven't picked our colors yet. We haven't got to that point yet. All right, so you are now threading the green. Let me
Threading
get
the
out of your
green,
way
I'm
so you
sorry.
can do this more naturally. I'm all
just
up in
gonna
her
put down
business here.
threaded.
I'm sorry.
The needle automatically put the foot back down, click the green arrow and off. Now it's going to go and do the green parts. And it's on the screen. It tells you it's going to take 2 minutes.
It says 11 included accessory feet. What does that even mean?
Those are the feet.
But it has 8 sewing feet, 11 accessory feet.
I don't know. No
I don't
idea.
even know what that means either.
No idea.
138 embroidery designs built into the machine. Those are those things you can see on the touchscreen. 138 out-of-the-box designs. But you can also upload things, can't you?
You can. It's got a USB slot on the right, and you can go to various sites.
Well, so does this one.
Yep, so is that one. Just
Yeah.
like this is this exact same thing. You can go to, you know, make a purchase on, I don't know, Etsy or
There's free ones out there too, right?
Yeah, you absolutely can find a lot of free ones, and you can play with those. We did that with one of them.
And it says it has 240 built-in stitches. Now that's the difference. Again, the PE800, just embroidery, no sewing machine. The SE 1900 is a full functional sewing machine with a ridiculous 240 built-in stitches. I don't know if you can see some of these stitches. They're ridiculous. Look how complex they are. Do you imagine trying to do those by hand over and over again? So when you see those really cool stitch things of jeans and blankets and pillows, that's how they do them. They're all automated. Did you know the first punch cards came from textiles?
No.
I did a whole research project in a video on another one of my channels. 11 font styles. I think 7 of those are in English if I'm correct. And the other 4 are like Japanese or something else too. But I think you can upload more too if I'm not correct. And you can design your own custom sewing stitches. Did you know that? You can make your own sewing stitches.
No idea.
With something called My Custom Stitch feature. You can combine designs. You can add text right there on the on-screen. So if you have a design that's in the machine, Felicia, you can actually add things to it and move it around right here on this screen.
And there you have it.
And that's amazing. We haven't even tried that yet. That is amazing. It's got built-in memory where you can import your own embroidery designs and something called automatic reinforcement setting. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what that means. I love my machine's automatic reinforcement setting, Felicia. I don't know what that means. But look, the P's coming out very, very... Oh, you've got green on here now. I see.
Yeah.
That's starting to come. So the leaves that are part of that design
Yep.
are starting to come in. The detail looks pretty intricate here. So you just cut it. You're changing it again.
Yep.
It's
Lifting the foot
prompting
up.
you to put in there what?
Yep. Lift the foot up. Grab the
purple?
thread and just gently pull it out.
Oh, nice.
Take the green off. the
That's
spool
fabulous.
holder, and take your next color, which is telling me on the screen is 810, which is this light purple. Put it back on the spool holder, and then quickly just thread it.
The art of embroidery, ladies and gentlemen. This is something really, really cool. It's like a new kind of crafting. It's not new. This has been around for years, but
It's new for us.
you, it's kind of new.
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
us. Yeah.
We've never done this before.
We've done a bunch of things with the Cricut machine, with vinyl, with paper, with infusible ink, which we're going to look at the Cricut Maker 3 a little bit later, so stick around for that. But this is a little different. This is using thread, and you have a little bit more flexibility here. You can do more intricate and smaller designs. You can layer multiple colors on top of each other like we're doing here in this built-in design. And additionally, you have a sewing machine. So you can take some of the cloth that you cut in your Cricut Maker or your Brother Scan and Cut, which we're also going to show you later. You know Brother has a Cricut machine? So we're going to take a look at that in a little bit too. So you can cut those designs, you can cut the cloth, and then put them in your sewing machine and put them together. I love all pastel colors, especially around Easter and summertime. Same here. Our Cricut tree right now is loaded up with America stuff. Can we show that real quick?
Sure.
Oh, Cricut tree, oh, Cricut tree. No, it's not a Christmas tree. We're not too lazy to take down our Christmas tree. It's a Cricut tree. Gosh, we make all kinds of things with Cricut, and we decided we like the joy of having that wonderful festive tree in our home all year. So we call it a Cricut tree. We change it with every holiday. Next up is July 4th, and we have a bunch of Americana on there. A lot of red, white, and blue stuff. Most of which you made with the Cricut Did you do the Explorer? You did the Maker on most of these, right?
Yep.
You did some with the Cricut Joy.
Yep, you can do it with any one of them.
Yeah, the smaller ones you can do with the Cricut Joy. Cooper, it is cool, isn't it? Thanks for watching. Can you have it? Yeah, you can have it all. Come get it. Look, these are some of the things that she made. Oh, you had to change some thread. Wait.
Yep, let me just do that while we're... Oops. I got to put that down. I didn't cut it.
Oh, Cricut tree. Oh, Cricut tree. Oh, Cricut tree, you're fabulous. What color's that?
That's
lilac?
like a little darker, yeah,
Darker lilac?
purplish color.
Okay, so we're demonstrating the Brother embroidery machines. There's a whole bunch of other companies that make these things, but these are affordable, entry level. And what I forgot to tell you is that there is a 25-year limited manufacturer warranty. I said 25 years. That's, I mean, who gives you a 25-year warranty on anything, Felicia?
That's really nice.
And Brother's been around a long time. They're a Japanese company, I believe. They do a lot of work with printers and scanners, but 25 years is just insane for anything. Now, you're supposed to do maintenance on these, what, you should read, about once a year?
Once a year.
And what they do is they go inside, they clean it, take all the dust out, make sure all the bushings are oiled, and you can get a Brother authorized service representative to do that. We don't know what it costs. I'm sure it's pretty affordable, and I don't know if that's part of the terms of the warranty, the 25-year warranty.
I don't know the answer. That's a really good point.
Yeah, we're going to look into that and figure out what's going on here. All right, so she's in her, what, third or fourth color? And you can see the screen here. I'm going to come over here. And it's telling us we're 13 out of 15 minutes. We're like just about 2 minutes away from finishing this awesome embroidery design. The first one we've ever made on the SE 1900. Again, this is fully functional as a sewing machine and an embroidery machine. Let me pull this back here again.
Yep, please.
Give Felicia a little room to work here. There is a difference here that some people may find interesting between these two. Now, the PE 800, also a fully functional embroidery machine without the sewing machine. This can handle materials up to 3 millimeters thick. That's very, very thin, very, very, very small, very thin fabrics. But the SE 1900, according to Brother service representatives, can handle double that, up to 6 millimeters, or I think that's like 0.1 inch. It's very, very thin. I mean, you're not gonna be able to put like a pillow in here. But you could do a shirt, you could put denim, most fabrics, felts, anything basically you're gonna embroider as a flat piece. It needs to fit underneath that needle for the most part. So you're doing your last thread or second to last?
Second to the last. Just a minute on these two. And I'm anxious to see this thing because it's interesting.
All right, you're flying through this now, and I think it's important for everybody watching today. Thank you again for watching. Make sure you follow us in the upper left-hand corner or whatever device you're on. It helps us out and you get notified of what's going on here. I don't think it's that expensive, Cooper. I mean, some of the machines we looked at were $15,000 to $20,000. I told the rep we're in this big box store, I said, why wouldn't I just buy a Brother a year for that? You know what I mean? I could have the latest technology, because by the time I paid this thing off in 60 months, it's old and it's probably not going to be relevant anymore. But and she kind of hemmed and hawed. Well, that's a good point. But really, you just take this thing out of the box, you do some really cool embroidery. It's a starter kit. You're limited by the size. This will only do 5 by 7. It looks like it's pulling there.
It's, you know what?
Here.
This is not going to work right. I'm going to
okay.
stop it because...
Cool. Yeah, it looks like it's pulling the towel.
You know, it is. I think there's a problem with the bobbin.
Uh-oh, the bobbin problem. This is good that we see this. It's good that we share these problems together. We can learn what to do. Thank you, Cooper, for following. That means a lot. You're awesome. You're fabulous.
So I'm just going to...
Let's take a look at it. I mean, I saw it starting to bunch up a little bit.
So let's just go ahead and call it.
Yeah. Pull it out. Let's see what we got. Let me give you a good idea of what's going on here. I wonder if the towel is at 0.6 or what is it, 6 millimeters. Well, the SE 1900 should do something a little bit thicker, and you were able to do towels on the last one, so this shouldn't be a problem. But I did see it starting to pull up.
I did
there.
too.
Yeah. Oops. See, it's got a little thing there. But this is good that you can see, because there's going to be some problems. We have some problems with the Cricut too. We run into some snags, especially. How long have you had? How much experience do you have with embroidery machines? Total of 2 weeks?
Total of 2 weeks is about it.
Yeah, so it's been a little while there. Let's see what you have so far. Look at the detail there. It looks like it came loose on the side.
Yeah, see how it's peeling right there?
I see that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, but this is what we
got.
got.
A good example, and look at the detail on these things. These are two that she's already done. They came out okay, but sometimes they get hung up and you got to
I
start
have not
over
done
again.
anything to change any of the settings again. Like I didn't change the
tension
tension or
thing
do
too.
anything.
This is right out of the box, ladies and gentlemen. So if your initials are JPT, you have 3 beautiful towels. We'll mail them to you tomorrow. That is also. Hey, Thierry, thank you for following. You too are fabulous. We love you guys. You guys are awesome. So these are the brother embroidery machines. Ran into a little snafu, but it's good to see it. It's good to learn together. It's good to know that everything doesn't always come out perfect.
It does, and that this way I know that before I do the next project, I need to go in and make sure that all the settings are accurate in the machine.
The tension or whatever. I don't even know what that means.
The tension for sure.
Yeah, we'll check that out. Make sure everything's good because you did some adjustments in this one in the PE 800 before you used that.
Yep.
And again, I've rushed her. It's my fault. I did. She
did.
didn't want to do this. She said, I'm not ready. I want to look at it. I'm like, just go on. It'll be great. It'll be great. But, you know, these things happen. But it's good to know that because if it happens to you, you'll know what to do. If something starts to bunch up like that the first time you do it, pull it out, check the tension, maybe start all over again, right?
So here is the thread that we purchased. It's a set of 63 spools. This is a color chart.
Look, that's 46% off today in that carousel.
Is it really?
Felicia. Yeah, it's $43.99.
Might need another one of those. So you can see that we've got a wide variety of colors.
Thank you, Terry. That's very sweet. Yeah, we wanted to know about these machines too, so we just bought them. We said, let's jump in and try it out, you know? I mean, you don't know unless you try. And there's not a lot of people who can show you the brother machines. They're not widely available, and there's very few demos in the big box stores.
Yeah.
So really here in places like this and video online is really the only way to see this thing, you know?
So we bought this box of colors, and we got it, and we're like, where are we going to store all this?
Yeah, it's kind of a mess.
So I said, let's go buy a case.
Right.
So I bought a case, but I didn't know it came with all the thread again.
That's kind of nice.
And you said keep it, and I said okay. So I open it up, and it's got little compartments for all the thread, and it comes in 3.
This is one of those specials. It's 4% claim, so I think it's one of those daily specials on Amazon. And this comes with a plastic case, right?
This one comes with a plastic case.
So this is 21% off today. 4% are claimed, so you still got a chance to grab that. So go ahead and add that to your cart before it's too late. This is one of those daily Amazon specials. Look at that. It's in red. 42, 40. It's actually cheaper than the other one. And you get, it's the same weight. Same, it looks like it is 40 weight, and they are exactly the same threads, exact same 63 colors.
Yeah, exactly. So this is the color chart that came with the container one. It's exactly the same.
Look at that. Hey,
it's
for like $1.50 less, you get the actual container. That's a great deal. Add that to your cart right now.
I would have gotten the one with the container, but that's okay because it helped me learn about these little spool holders, spool savers, which I think are awesome. Little spool savers so that put it around your thread so that the end doesn't flop all over the place. Like this one right here. This one's just got the string hanging down all over.
I can put these on my fingers.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, I want one of each color. These are fabulous. You didn't show me these before. Is there a reason you didn't show me these?
Sorry, guys.
What are these made for? These look like those slap bracelets. Remember those?
They do
when
look
you were
like
a
the slap
kid?
bracelets, don't they?
Yeah, they're like finger slap bracelets. I think you just started a whole new toy. Look at me.
Oh.
I am fabulous! I have super spool powers!
You look lovely.
Okay, stop. I'm going to leave them on, keeping these.
Okay.
So that is your beautiful Endeavor. Oh, wait, there's this Amazon Basic Fast Drying. What is that?
Oh,
that's cotton washcloth?
That's the washcloth that we used to do our design on. Like I said, I bought a set of them just for practice, just for like what we did. I really didn't want to mess up a t-shirt. So I just bought a
super spool powers.
Oh my gosh,
that's weird.
You're so
something
strange.
I don't know.
You're so strange.
And then you have this new broth red tearaway machine.
That's the backing.
Oh,
it goes on the back to help stabilize it.
All right, show me that again on that tail. What is that? What is stabilization? Help me understand that. I'm sure people at home want to know what that means too.
So this is. Let me pull this off.
She's going to tear it apart, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm going to tear it apart
for the first time ever on Amazon Live. She's taking apart embroidery.
So here is the tearaway.
Oh,
and
it does.
It does. It just.
And what does that? Just kind of keeps it straight.
It helps it make it sturdier.
Oh.
Right, and then you
was
just
that the right? Is that what happened here?
Nope, that's not what happened here.
It's the same stuff you used last time.
Yep, same exact stuff.
You think it was a tension issue?
I think it was a tension issue.
All right. Is it hard to change the tension in these machines?
It's not. It's just a setting.
Can you show us? Do you know where it is? Don't know? Okay.
I have to go look it back up again. I've only changed it once.
Okay.
That was on the
No,
machine.
it's good to know. I'm just asking. That's awesome.
I do a quick Google.
Beautiful, Felicia.
Thank you.
That is awesome. Look, that was a great first shot. Do you want to throw something in the PE 800 and do the same design?
Only if you want me to. It's going to take a little while.
Should we just set it up and let it roll?
You got to change the thread out.
Oh, you can't. That's right. All right, that's too much work. I don't want to make
It's
people
up to
stick
you.
around for that.
I don't
That's a long
mind.
time. All right, let's
I
just
don't
keep
mind.
going then. All right, so we have more things to show you today.
We do.
Because our grand finale is going to be our Cricut Maker 3. We're going to talk quickly about the Brother Scan and Cut. So I'm going to go this way. Hold on. I got things in my way. Oh. So again, her she shed right now is our kitchen. And it's a little bumpy on here. Look what she made. I only have a kitchen because it came with the house. That's my captain's hat. All right, so this is called the Brother Scan and Cut. And that's Emma. We did not make her. She came with the apartment. All right, so the Brother Scan and Cut. And what is the Brother Scan and Cut? Teaser, Cricut Maker 3. This is essentially a cutter. But what's different about this guy is it scans and cuts. Let me flip. Is it on? I think I did plug it in here.
I think it is.
So this is essentially, it's a lot like the Cricut machine. So it will take your designs, it will cut paper, it will cut vinyl, it will cut cardstock, and pretty thick things, as a matter of fact. Let me tell you some of the things it does. It has 682 built-in designs. So like the Brother embroidery machines, it has all these designs built in. You don't need an internet connection for this. You don't need an app. It's in here. It's like a little computer in here with a touch screen, similar to the embroidery machine. And look at all the stuff that's already in here. So you can cut all these designs on what? Any kind of vinyl?
Yep.
Or paper?
Cardstock.
Or cardstock, or just about anything you want. And that is fabulous. That's the big difference, because when you have the Cricut machine, you have to use software and connect it to a computer or a tablet or a phone, which you can still do with this machine.
You can, because they have their own version of Cricut Design Space.
They do. They have, what is it?
Canvas Workspace?
Canvas Workspace, that's what it's called. So this has 682 built-in designs. And scroll, I think they have some Disney stuff in here too. They actually included some Disney stuff, which I think is amazing. I don't know where it is off the top of my head. 100 quilt patterns, 9 letter fonts, 76 SVG files, including birthday, greeting cards, flowers, and Valentines. And you can scan your hand-drawn designs.
Yes.
And that is the difference. There's actually a scanner built in. So you put your own designs in here, load it in, it will scan it and appear on the screen here, which you can then cut out.
Yep.
And that, to me, that's a game changer, right? So you can do that. It's really the only home and hobby cutting machine with a built-in scanner. You can create those. It's a 600 DPI, so it's going to get some really good detail. And you cut some really intricate designs on vinyl or paper, things that you drew with your hand yourself.
Yep.
And there's some really interesting kits that come with this thing, too. This is the you know how I love shiny things and rhinestones? This is the Rhinestone Starter Kit. You buy this, it has a card, you activate it somehow. How do you do that? You pop it in there? I'm not sure how you do that. Is there a card you put in there?
For this?
Yeah.
No, it comes with an activation card so that you get the designs in Brother's Canvas Workspace.
So you have to access the Canvas Workspace to activate that, then you don't need the computer anymore. So this is what Felicia made for me using this Rhinestone Starter Kit. And you can't do this on the other machines, but look how cute that is. These are rhinestones. They're shiny rhinestones.
Again, this was one of those kamikaze projects. Hey, why don't you try this? You've never done
throw
this
it
before.
in there. Okay, we're going to be live in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But she did it. Look how good that looks, right? Now, was this design built into this machine?
No, this design was not overall, but the letters were individually in there, so I just spelled out what I wanted, placed them where I thought they should be. And
did you do that in the Canvas Workspace
yes.
or right on the screen here?
Canvas Workspace.
And then you connected via Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi, right?
Okay.
Wi-Fi. It sent it to the machine. I pulled it up, made any adjustments I wanted to make, sent it through.
It does look amazing.
It cut 1,000 little holes.
It did. It cut a bazillion little holes in this thing, and then you alternated the colors.
Yeah.
Now, all this stuff comes in this little package, this Rhinestone Starter Kit?
Let's open it up.
What's in there? You haven't used that one yet.
Oh, I haven't used this one?
You bought 2, right?
I accidentally ordered 2.
We don't return anything because we're ridiculous. You should see this place. We have our second storage shed now, which is insane. I'll tell you a couple. Thank you, Tara. It looks good, yeah. And Rosalinda says, fantastic. So yeah, it looks good. So you get, this is what the kit looks like.
This is what the kit looks like. It comes with
closer here.
the activation card.
Okay.
The black felt that you cut, and that's what the little holes are on.
Oh,
it's got a sticky backing. So once you have it all cut, you take your color, whatever color it is you're looking to play with, and they give you, I think, four or five different colors here.
Oh, wow.
There's little baby S10 rhinestones that are silver, gold, pink, and then I think these are, no, wait, these are 20s. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know my rhinestone sizes.
Yeah, that's okay.
But so you just take these, spread them on your design.
You know what's interesting?
And use your handy dandy, very soft brush.
Now this is what freaked me out, and there's a video actually on this product page.
Yep.
You can see we actually did it. And what she did was actually brushed the rhinestones, and they automatically fell into the holes.
Yep.
Like right
The
side
right
up.
side up. Yep.
And that, I thought that was a magic trick. I'm like, what do you do? Is there a magnet or something here? But
Nope.
there was very few she had to correct. I think maybe less than 1% she had to correct.
Yep.
But she brushed them into the holes. Like, no lie, it was like this.
Very gently.
I'm
It's
like,
it's
what do you do? How? And I'm like, there's no way you can do it. I thought you'd have to put one by one in here, but nope. I wish we could do this today. We'll do that in the future.
I'm giving him the stink eye.
All right, we can't do that today. It takes a little bit of time. It takes a little time to cut those holes. But this is an amazing machine with some amazing, there's other kits too. There's more than just the rhinestones. There's, I forget what the other kits are. You have another one, right? Hang on a sec. Let me take a look at this.
There is some embossing kit.
There is Embossing Starter Kit, which I don't think we've done too much with yet. And a foil transfer starting kit.
Yeah, we haven't really played with those too much just yet.
She has so much to do. I don't know what that does. And it does something with metal? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Is it in here?
No, it's not in there anymore. I moved it.
I got you. All right, so there are other kits that you can do, and you can't buy these kits with some of the other machines that do cutting like this.
That's right.
So there's definitely an advantage to this Brother scan and cut. Oh, show the machine. I'm tired of looking at tequila. Thirsty. All right, so Brother scan and cut does virtually everything that a lot of the competing machines do and more. Whoa, what is all that?
It's got storage.
So it has pens too? Oh, there's the barcode. There is one. I'm looking for
We're
that.
looking for that. Yeah, you can buy little pens to draw with. This is the
What is
embossing.
all that?
Those are little tiny pens.
I didn't even see that. I didn't know what's in it. What's this for? Uh-oh.
I don't know.
See here, I don't know what this. This is
Oh,
the
it
what? The
might go on
embossing
this.
tool? Oh, that's kind of cool. So yeah, this does a lot of things. What's really cool about this machine is we did a project where we took a popular logo for a certain company, which you're not supposed to do, but everybody does it anyway. And we scanned it into this machine, and we were able to cut it out and make a t-shirt and some cups. So if you're into popular logos of certain companies and you can't find them,
you just can't sell them.
you just can't sell them. You make them for your own personal use. You're really not supposed to do that, but you know, somebody says has one. Yeah, they're great machines. Are you doing cool stuff on it? We did some amazing projects on this thing. It's about the same size as the Cricut. So we have the Cricut maker right here, and I'll show you right on top here.
Yep.
About the same size as the Cricut maker. Now I understand that the Cricut maker has some scanning functionality too, although we've never messed around with that. We're going to talk about that.
It's got a print and cut.
Pride stickers, absolutely. Yeah, totally make it. But you
Yes.
can make whatever
Yes.
you want.
Yep.
In the
Yeah,
colors
absolutely.
you want, the designs
Yeah.
you want. And what's really
Send that design from your computer to the printer. Take it from the printer, put it in here, let it scan it, and tell it to cut it afterwards. And you can tell the spacing on the outer edge of it, how much buffer you want.
That's right. I
Yeah,
forgot about that.
It's very nice.
It's
Yeah.
some neat, really neat functionality on this thing. I think it's really a cool machine.
It is
So
a
this
neat
is an option made by Brother. You can also cut fabric with this thing. Where's my cheat sheet? I tell you exactly how thick you can cut
I did
on
not
this
know
thing.
you could cut fabric with this.
Oh yeah, you can cut up to 3 millimeters. So you can cut foam, felt, and fabrics with the auto blades. Great for quilters and sewers. It provides up to a 1/4 inch increment seam allowance, so you can piece together fabric. You can also draw with the pens in there, and you
Yep.
can emboss and foil with this thing with all those special accessories that you can see down there at Carousel. So it's definitely worth looking into. Watch some of the videos, read some of the reviews on this thing, and maybe the Brother is the way you want to go. Maybe you're going to pick up the Brother embroidery machine or the sewing machine, the SE 1900, if you want to sew things together, and you can use this guy to actually cut. your designs.
Yep.
So brother's doing some really cool things in the crafting world. It's pretty impressive. All right, I'm going to move this out of the way now. We're going to need a drum roll. Dun, dun. Brother's mad at me now. Don't move me now! Okay, I'll put him down here. A little drama. Now we're going to talk about the Cricut Maker. Do you remember the Cricut Maker?
I do.
It's so old now.
I love the Cricut Maker.
Cricut Maker is a really,
We've had
really
this one
neat
for,
machine.
I don't know, 3 years, 2.5, 3 years maybe?
This
I don't
was
even
your
know.
first
This is my-
crafting machine,
It
wasn't
was. It's my first baby.
Yeah.
I
and
do
you've
love
done hundreds of projects on this thing?
Oh, yeah, easy, easy.
Now, Cricut makes a whole bunch of different machines. Everything from the small Cricut Joy to the Cricut Explorer Air 2 and 3.
Yep.
And now they have just graduated to the Cricut Maker 3, which we are going to open right here on this show for the first time ever. A couple of differences we'll talk about here. We're going to turn it on. We're actually going to do a project. Our first project. And Felicia has not taken this out of the box yet.
No, I haven't.
This is it. Do you want to do it?
I'm scared.
Or you want me to do it?
Let's just give it a whirl.
All right, here she goes. Dun dun dun, dun dun dun, dun dun dun. Yeah. What are you doing? What do you mean your Cricut Joy is still in the box? Open that thing up and make something fabulous. Don't be afraid of it. It's a lot simpler than it looks.
Make some cards.
Make some cards
Make
for
some
the
cards.
kids. I mean, you have 6 kids. Surely you got a birthday or a kid's day or
Father's
anniversary or
Day's
something
coming
coming up. Yeah, there's always something coming up. You save yourself a fortune in cards. Cards are $7, $8 at the store. $10 for some of them. All right, this is historical. I'm going to bring this camera up a little bit so people can see exactly what you see. Move around here. The Cricut Maker 3, ladies and gentlemen. Now you can save a whole bunch of money. It's 11% off, $70 less. You can get yourself a Cricut Maker 2. And, or we can take a look and see if you need what they've improved or changed in the Cricut Maker 3.
So it
Now,
looks
what
like
is that?
they gave you a sample piece of
A vinyl?
smart vinyl.
Oh,
So
wait,
we
that
can
looks
actually-
small.
They didn't give you a roll.
Oh, but
So
it's not,
It's this way.
is it 12 inches?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll keep that in
Okay,
mind.
good, good.
All right, then it just gives you some warranty information here.
Let me come around here.
So we'll
You
put
can
that
see what she's
aside.
seeing.
And we'll take these out.
Hey, the Joy is a great machine. We're going to talk about that as well
love
today,
it.
too.
I
The
love
Joy
the
is
Joy.
awesome for a lot of people. It's really all a lot of people need. The Maker can be overkill for a lot of people, if I can be straight up and honest with you. You know what I mean? But
All right, I'm going to come back around here.
let me get out of your way.
Yeah, she's
I love plastic. Plastic is fantastic. Look, it's shrink wrapped. I've never seen a shrink wrap Cricut before, Felicia. She usually tears these things out of the boxes before I can even look at it. I'll bring you back down here. Get down to eye level.
This is like Christmas. I'm not going to lie. This is like Christmas
like
around
that.
here. It's like Christmas around here all the time.
Yeah, that's a good deal on that Joy. That's unbelievable. That's a good deal. So, Felicia's celebrating Christmas.
Yep, with our tree.
Have yourself
Did you show the ornaments we made for the
merry
4th of July?
little Christmas. Let the Yuletide, whatever that word is. All right, so
Here,
What?
you keep talking about your tree,
oh,
but
look
you're
at
not
the
showing
ornaments.
any of your
Let me
ornaments.
see the ornaments. Wait. Oh, those are nice. So you made some of these with the Maker, some of these with the Joy, correct?
Yep.
The ornaments are so cool, so much fun. All you did was cut vinyl, and are these permanent vinyl?
Yep.
That's
Permanent
it.
vinyl.
Look at
And
that.
these were just clear disc plastic ornaments that I filled with polyacrylic and glitter.
You are so creative. I can't even stand
love
it. You're
those.
going to put them on the tree?
No, I'm just going to set them back here.
Oh, I was going to put them on the tree. I thought I was
No,
gonna-
I'm just going to set them back
That
there.
looks like the back of a dog and a dog. Oh, gosh.
That's her
All
baby.
right, so let's look at the Cricut Maker 3. I'm going to move that box. Is there anything else in there you
There's
need?
nothing else that we need in there.
And then we're going to look at the Cricut Maker 2 and see if there's any differences. Let's do a full head-to-head here and see if we can see any differences here. Now, I'm looking at these things. The only thing that Cricut Maker 3 doesn't have the word Maker on it.
Oh, it doesn't.
It just says Cricut, okay. But basically the design, the shape, and the size looks exactly the same. It is. This is the same thing.
Well, here's
Okay.
some information, though.
Okay, let's
right,
talk
so
about the
let me go
Cricut
ahead and
Maker 3.
plug it in.
I'll tell you those in a second. All right, so the difference in the two makers is the maximum cut length has gone from 1.9 feet to 12 feet. So you can cut some really long stuff with Smart Vinyl. Smart Vinyl, I think, is the fundamental change between these two machines, the Cricut Maker 3.
That, and it's supposedly faster.
And the second, that's right, the second thing is, I'll plug this in.
Thank
Second thing is, supposedly it's a lot faster. It can cut at a super warp speed, which we're going to check. And you'll know right away if the thing's faster, right?
I think so.
You can kind of gauge.
I can kind of gauge that.
Based on your experience.
Yep.
You've been using this thing for 3 years, so.
Yep. All right, so here we have, we're going to open it up first time. Scared?
Oh! Wow. Open the other one up.
Okay, let's do a good side by side here.
Felicia.
They look exactly
They
the
look
same.
exactly the same.
Coloring is a little bit different. There's where you're going to see your maker. It has it here and it doesn't have it here.
Who said Mario and Maria? Who said, is that Rosalinda? That is our new cooking show, our Italian cooking. That's coming up soon, right here on this channel. So make sure you follow us in this upper corner. You can see Mario and Maria. Okay, so
the insides are
kind of-
exactly the same.
let me come up a little bit so you can see this.
Yeah, they're exactly
This
the
is the
same.
Cricut Maker 2 versus the Cricut Maker 3. First time we've shown this. I think anybody's shown this on Amazon Live. Just came in today.
Same, comes with the fine point blade.
Fine point blade. I love fine point blades.
You can insert markers.
You're so
Here.
Okay, that looks the same. It's a different color for the.
This is the only color the maker comes in at this point in
These
time.
are different. Those are
Those
gray
are different,
on that.
but
This
they're
is
the
white.
exact same, and they use the same exact
Tools.
or blades,
Right.
right? So you can engrave, you can emboss.
Doris said the difference is that she nailed it. Doris, you win the internet today. The difference is $70. I think she just about summed it up.
So
Same blades, yeah?
right, same blades. So all right, so the big two.
Doris, you're fabulous.
The two differences really are, the big differences are.
$70.
Okay,
That's
great,
three different-
great. The most important one is $70 today. But the big difference between getting the
Doris, I don't know you, but I love you. You're awesome.
the difference between getting the Maker that we previously had versus the Maker 3 is that the Maker 3 will take material on a mat, just like the Maker. You put your mat right in there and it'll
So you
go.
still can use your mats. You
still
don't
can
have to
use your
throw
mat.
away your mats. Okay.
But they now sell vinyl. It's called Smart Vinyl. It's the same type of concept you have with the Joy's Smart Vinyl, where you don't need a mat in the Joy, and I've shown you that before. This is the same width as the machine, and I no longer have to use a
Oh,
mat if I have
clever.
Smart Vinyl. And it'll run right through and do its thing. The other thing that's about it, so you, again, $70 difference in price if you want that.
Doris.
If you don't, if you want, you can purchase Smart Vinyl. And the nice thing about the Smart Vinyl, you two are funny.
She loves us too. She's awesome.
The
You're fabulous.
difference between the Smart Vinyl and the regular vinyl is that you can buy the Smart Vinyl and it'll go feet and feet and feet. You can make a.
It
if you were-
says
if you were a teacher, you could make a ABC
12
banner.
feet.
Yeah, you can make
12.
a nice big banner for
So
your
you could put a
classroom.
banner on the top of your
Yeah.
wall with that thing and go 12 feet. But you could also do that with a shorter one too and just piece them together,
You
right?
absolutely could. You absolutely could. But if you wanted to just run it long, you can. So that's
Right.
that's the difference with Smart Vinyl. The other big difference is they say that this is twice as fast as this one. I thought this one was pretty quick to tell you the truth.
It's
So I didn't
not
have any
bad,
problems
right?
with that. But that's what they say about this one.
I wonder
this
if they're
guy.
equally, they both make a lot of, well, they're not really noisy,
They're
but
not- no.
it's a considerable,
There was a different one that was much noisier, I thought. But
yeah, another one.
But
another
so let's
computer one. All right, so she's plugged in?
she's plugged in. So I'm just going to go ahead and close this guy up for a
Why?
minute. Because
I
I'm
miss, she's going to feel hurt.
going to move it over here.
She's going to feel $70 like out of kilt.
All right.
All right.
I'm just going to move this guy up because I don't know how much space it needs for the mat to go through, because we're going to actually do.
Oh, Mike, she said, Doris just said they seriously could have done this improvements with soft. You know, that's what I said. I said
Just
they could have
saying.
done a firmware update.
We
You're
said that.
absolutely right. You must be in IT. You know what's going on. I have a history in IT. I know what's going on there.
Let's turn it on.
That's exactly what they could have done, a firmware update to make it fast. Well, I don't know. I don't know. what I'm
Everything
talking about.
is the same in here except the speed of the housing. That's
That's
what I hear.
interesting.
And there you go. So I turned it on. It did the same movements as the other one does. In our case, we're going to.
Let me try to bring this over here.
You've asked me to make a shirt.
Yeah, I'm going on a cruise. Actually, we're going to do the first ever cruise on Amazon Live in 2 weeks. We're the first cruise out of America. I know we're out of our minds, but we're going to broadcast live from this cruise. The first ever Amazon Live on a cruise ship. We're going to be on the Celebrity Edge with Captain Kate, and we're going to 2 stops in Mexico and 1 stop in Bahamas, and hopefully everything will go right. But if it doesn't, you'll be right there with us, and we will be broadcasting live on this channel and some of our other channels as well. So make sure you follow us so you know exactly what's going on. Captain Kate, yeah, the first American female captain of a massive cruise ship, and she appears to be awesome. I think we're going to, in Mexico, Rosalinda, I think we're going to...
Cozumel and Costa Maya.
Costa Maya, thank you. That's right, I forgot, yeah.
All right, so you asked for something, which I kind of already started.
Can you see that? Hopefully
Can you guys read what that says?
All right, don't read it.
Don't
you can't
read
see
it?
it, just in case you mess up on it.
I'm just going to mirror this.
Again, thanks for watching Felicia's She Shed. That's what she shed.
So he asked for an infusible ink shirt, which we have handy dandy here.
Doris wants to know, does it have the new Cricut smell? Go ahead and smell it.
Yes, it does.
Go ahead, go smell it, Felicia. Go up to and smell it.
No, it's wonderful.
Is it?
She's pretty. She's different color than the other one.
Slightly different.
Pattern on the lid.
Okay.
Textured pattern on the lid.
I like that, yeah.
Same holder here for an iPad.
Do you know what that's for?
You could set your iPad there.
You can put your
You
phone
can put your phone there.
You can put your
No,
iPad
you can't
in here.
put that,
Not that with the
because that's
case
the
on
case
it,
on
but
it,
yeah, then you can pop that right in here like that.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
You learn that, you learn something every day. Okay.
All right. So
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at the tool set right now. That's a heavy deal. That's 52% off for that tool set.
nice. And
Wow.
that tool
I'm getting
set-
ahead of it now. Let's go back.
No, let's talk about the tool set real quick. So the tool set comes with this paper trimmer, right?
Like it?
Which is great.
You're gonna
Love
use that
this
in a
thing.
second,
I
right?
am going to use that in a second. It also comes with, I'll pull them out here, a scraper. So you would use this to make sure your material is well stuck to your mat, or make sure that your transfer tape is stuck really well to your vinyl when you go to pull it up. It comes with these very handy dandy scissors that are very sharp, and they come with a cover.
I cut you.
They are very sharp, and I have cut myself with them accidentally.
Same.
Yeah. Comes with a nice little small spatula to, maybe you are doing a cardstock project and this easily picks up your pieces from your mat.
Fabulous. This all comes in the kit?
All comes in the kit.
Wow, that's pretty cheap.
The weeding tool, where you would pull out the pieces or parts that you don't need in a design, like in the letter P, I would pull out the center point because I don't need that as part of my design.
Got it, got it, got it.
It comes with a scoring stylus that you put in your compartment A to put a crease in something, a nice straight fold, like if you're going to fold a card. Right?
I got you. That's cool.
That's scoring. And it comes with these handy dandy reversible tweezers, which I'm still trying to get used to. So I have regular tweezers.
Those things drive me
But I
crazy.
have found that if I want to make paper flowers, this long neck on the reversible tweezers makes it very easy to stick one end in and just start rolling it.
That's
it
cool.
makes it very quick.
Like it.
All right.
All right. And what's that thing you're putting them in? That's like your makeup thing, right?
Yeah, this is a silicone makeup.
I don't think that's in our carousel. I think I took it out. But yeah.
It's a silicone makeup brush holder, and I use it to.
Oh, clever. Now this does have a little doodad in here. You can put your tool. Do they fit in there nicely?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, that's not awful. But you like to have them at arm's reach, and sometimes you're not that close,
because
right?
I've got a variety of machines. It's easier to grab this and not have to just.
Which
throw them
leads
on
me
the
to the
desk.
question: exactly how many Cricut machines does one Felicia need?
Well, today I have 4. Just saying.
Okay, go.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to use my paper trimmer, and I'm going to trim this design up to the size that he's asked for.
Felicia teaches classes at, well, we're going to start teaching classes again at a local big box store for people who are interested in the Cricut stuff, so that's why we have so many machines. So that will hopefully start up again. We can get back together and get a little bit back to normal. That's nice.
All right, so.
So this is infusible ink. This is not vinyl, right?
Right, it's not vinyl. It feels like paper.
It feels like paper,
feels
but
like
it actually
paper
puts the ink into the t-shirts.
Right, and it looks.
And it looks
It's a
like
nice. It's a pretty yellow, but I'm assuming that when I iron it on, it's going to really pop.
Yeah, it looks kind of dull
All right.
there. But.
So we'll put this stuff aside.
All right. So I noticed that your letters are backwards in your design. Why is that?
I want it to show up properly on my shirt.
Oh, you don't like backward shirts?
No.
Have you ever made that mistake?
Yep.
This is called mirroring,
Yep.
and you should do that whenever you use letters.
Yep. Not necessarily with an image. You don't need to, but definitely with letters.
Now, when you used the app last week, did it tell you to do this?
So when I click OK, I'm going to select my material.
This is a new machine.
It's a new
This is
machine.
good. This is good. We run
It's
into this.
thinking, and it's not going to find it.
This is what you're going to run into when you bring this guy home. The first thing you're going to have to do is register it, aren't you?
I haven't registered it. I haven't done anything yet.
Let's see what it does.
So let's see.
Maybe the process
changed.
changed.
It's not going to find it.
Uh-oh.
So we're going to cancel that. See, it did not find it. It says it's
Okay.
not connected. We're going to cancel it.
So what do you have to do?
We're going to cancel it, and we're going to go to our drop down. It does have the maker here, so I'm going to cancel. Click that, but
So this is the Design Space software.
correct.
Free version, and there's a paid version. Paid version gets you some more designs.
It
and
comes
fonts.
with the USB cable that hooks to the back of the machine, but you can also Bluetooth to it if you want.
All right. What are you going to do?
For now, I'll just go ahead and grab my cable and I'll hook to
Well,
it.
what if you don't have a computer? You could connect it via Bluetooth?
You can do it via Bluetooth to your phone.
Okay. All right, I see. So we need to introduce these two new friends, the Cricut Maker 3, the first time it's ever
haven't
been
met
shown
before.
here on Amazon Live. We're such groundbreakers. We're doing the first Cricut 3 display on Amazon Live. We're doing the first ever cruise live stream on Amazon Live. I mean, really? We're doing some groundbreaking stuff here, Felicia. It's all you.
So just like with the Joy, it wants to know if you're using smart material or a mat. So I'm just telling it that I'm going to use it on a mat.
Okay.
'Cause I
Did
don't-
it talk to it yet?
I don't know. We're going to see.
Did you have to register it the first time
I
you?
haven't done anything, but they're just going to see if it'll work without me doing anything.
Okay. Oh yeah, look.
I mean, why not?
Maker 3, it saw that. Uh-oh.
It's looking for some updates.
Uh-oh.
We'll go ahead and do that because it appears to be a required version.
Okay. It's rebooting your Cricut Maker
The light
3.
went red.
Okay.
Now,
What is it? Same
okay,
buttons,
so
right?
the images on the buttons are different.
Slightly different.
Yeah.
Let me see
Instead
if
of
I
the
can get you up there to see that
Instead
without
of the
dropping
go
everything.
button be
Whoa!
a Cricut image, it's a play button.
Oh, they took the
different.
Cricut image off? That's
Yeah,
kind of
that's
strange.
weird,
And
isn't
this is the old Maker. The buttons on the old Maker. Slightly different, not too different, right?
Yep.
All right,
so it's almost
that's
done.
Not
The update's
huge
pretty-
difference there. That's good. So people who are familiar with the Maker 2 are going to kind
Yep.
of feel at home with this thing.
Yep.
It's like trying to, even if you have a spot for it, it's nice. It's the same size.
Right.
So you just pop it out and put your new one in there. You're good to go, right?
Yep.
All right. So the machine is up to date. It sees it via the USB. Again, you could probably connect this via
Bluetooth.
Bluetooth.
You
It doesn't
absolutely
look
can.
like you had to register it. That's interesting. Or since you already have a Design Space account, you think it found it
I
automatically?
don't know.
Free gifts! Whoa, 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 whoa! Free images, fonts. To add them to your account? Yes, yes. Accept gifts. Accept gifts.
Oh, it's already registered now.
All right. So set base material. What does this mean? I can come
So
in
I'm
here.
going to browse all materials.
It's kind of hard to
and
see at
I'm
home. I
looking
apologize. So this is
for-
the Design Space software. This is what controls the Cricut, as opposed to the brother machine, which doesn't need software. It's kind of optional. You have to use Design Space with your Cricut.
Right.
Good news is it's free. The
Right.
basic version
Right, yep.
is free.
So I chose infusible ink as the material I'm going to use, and it tells me make sure mirror is turned on, and
Okay,
the
good.
material is ink side up. So we're going to just put it on our mat.
We've never made that mistake before, have we?
Made it last week. Oops. All right.
Hey, that's good. People want to see this because
Hey,
people make mistakes.
that's
Especially you take
right.
this thing out of your box. I mean, it's you could refer back to this video too.
Yep. So
It's
I'm just
really,
going to
really
load,
helpful.
load the mat into the machine.
All right, and it's
They
telling you
say
on
it's
screen.
faster, so let's see what happens.
It seems quieter.
It does seem quieter, I'll give you that.
Huh.
But it's not cutting yet, it was just loading the mat.
Okay.
It says it's measuring the mat length.
What?
Interesting, I don't know.
What?
And I'm going to go ahead and press the go button.
The play button.
Play button on this machine.
That makes more sense, actually.
We'll see what happens. Haven't done this before, remember.
It does sound quieter.
It definitely sounds quieter.
Do you have to turn on super fast, or super fast is just automatic?
No, it should be
This is the
automatic.
first cut we have ever
Right
made.
now it's a little slow.
Whoa!
to me.
It is fast. Look! Oh my God! It is faster.
Oh yeah, it's definitely
Oh,
faster.
that's a lot faster. It's quieter.
It's very quiet. It's definitely faster.
Oh, look at that.
But I was fine with the speed of the other one. I didn't know any better, and I didn't
Well,
need
for
it to,
70 bucks.
I didn't need it to be lightning fast either.
I don't know if it's a necessary.
I don't think it's
it's kind
necessary.
of nice.
It's nice, but
The Maker does have the adaptive tool system, which does much tighter, more precision cuts due to the mechanism and the gearing of these things, of the housing. So that is an important difference too if you decide between the Maker and the Joy. The Maker is much more flexible, cuts up to 300 materials, offers 13 tools, I believe. Wait, 13 is unlucky, isn't it?
not necessarily.
It sounds quieter.
It does sound
This is
quieter.
the first time I've heard this. It just sounds a little quieter. And that's odd. Like a lot quieter. But am I crazy? We have the air conditioner on full blast.
We do. We'll have to run it again.
But it did appear to be a little faster.
It did. So there's our design. I did turn the thing, the easy press,
The easy press, right,
on,
right.
so that it would
that
start
is in the
heating up.
carousel.
And I'm just
Okay.
going to go ahead and take this and give it to you. to
Oh,
move out of
thank
the way.
you.
Thank
You never
you.
gave me anything before.
Oh yeah, totally.
You've got a bunch of tools in the carousel down here.
I do. I put in the different blades that you can purchase.
Oh, I see. I see all the different things. And again, you
Yeah.
can use, if you have a Cricut Maker, I think if you have a Cricut Explorer Air 2, you can still move these things over and use these same tools. And what are you doing? What are you doing right now for people who've never seen this
I'm
before?
just weeding. I'm pulling up the backing.
Oh my
and it's
God, you're breaking it.
peeling up the pieces.
Oh,
that
you're
we don't
supposed to do
need.
this? Mm-hmm. Oh my God. How do you know how to do all this stuff, Felicia?
I don't know. Trial
What's
by
your
error.
IQ? Like
Trial by-
7,000?
Trial by error.
Now, you need some kind of hideous monstrosity called transfer tape in a lot of situations. Do
But
you need that here?
Not for this.
Okay,
That's if
good.
you're working with removable or permanent vinyl.
Okay, and we're using infusible ink. This is not vinyl, but it will cut both vinyl and infusible ink and paper and cardstock and blah, 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 blah. Didn't you cut aluminum foil?
I do. I did an aluminum here.
That is kind of cool. I actually watched you cut that.
Here, you can show this while I finish
Okay,
this.
while you're weeding. Look at this.
Yeah.
She cut this with the Cricut Maker. It's Cricut Maker 2 and actually embossed, well, they call debossing. It punches through the back, but once you flip it over, you can see it's embossed, which is lifted and raised. You can see the detail on that. And I imagine you can do this and more on the Cricut Maker 3 as well. So we were going to do an entire design and create an entire backsplash, or not a backsplash, what do they call the thing behind the stove?
A backsplash.
Backsplash, yeah. Make a whole bunch of these, and it just really gives you some flexibility in terms of material. Again, it cuts up to 300 different materials. And there is a list on, I think on the Amazon product page. It shows you exactly what you can cut with this thing. All right, so we have our design cut out with infusible ink.
We do, and our easy press is heating up, so we're going to take our shirt out.
No, you have to use a special shirt for infusible ink, don't
Yes,
you?
we do.
You have to use an infusible ink compatible shirt.
Correct.
And, oh, I see it there, yeah. So this was some kind of chemical, something on the front of it that allows this ink to permanently infuse into the t-shirt, right?
Right.
All right, so that's going to stay there forever. It's going to be washable.
Oh yeah.
1,000 times.
Unlike the shirt you're wearing right now. The shirt you're wearing right now is done with vinyl.
You do, you see, this is a vinyl. And you can see after about 30, 40 washes, some of the vinyl might start to lift. I get a little bit of a problem here. I don't know if you can see that. But the infusible is actually baked, literally baked into the shirt.
Right.
Look how gingerly
I
she's
know.
closing that.
I was nervous.
All right, so you got your baby warmed up.
I got baby warmed up. We're just going to press the shirt real quick to take out any moisture.
And again, I like to remind people that you can use your Easy Press 2 as an iron. And
Just
Felicia does
saying,
this all the time.
It is just really a giant iron.
It's really all it is.
So I'm just going to press this just for a few seconds. Just take out any moisture. You can, iron it too if you want to get those wrinkles out of there real quick.
Felicia, I have some pants that need
Nope,
a little pressing.
nope,
Not
nope,
today.
nope, nope,
Okay,
nope, nope.
I'll give you a few dollars for it, but
No.
never mind.
So
And what is that little monstrosity
T-shirt
you're
guide.
using? Oh,
So I
that's
can line up the
interesting.
center really nicely.
This is on sale too. 20% off. Look at that.
I can take my, this is reversed, but I want that color to adhere to the shirt. So I have to, that's why I mirrored
So
it.
it's going to look weird. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's going to look like you have the really light
Right.
color up top.
So before I get going, I'm just going to really quick put a piece of parchment paper between the two layers so that the infusible ink doesn't potentially go through the back. Just like that.
Good tip, good
Easy
idea.
peasy.
Does Cricut tell you all this?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and there's a, on the Cricut site, there's a heat press guide you can go to. It'll tell you what temperature things need to be. You tell it which machine you're using, you tell it the type of material you're using, tell it whether you're using a mat or a towel. It'll tell you how hot it should be.
Okay. And how hot should infusible ink be?
400 degrees.
400 degrees to bake that ink in there, to make it permanent so it's in there. And it feels good. And it lasts forever. Do you think it'll last forever?
Sure.
Like us?
Yep.
Aww! We should get married.
Mm-hmm. How many years now?
Never mind. All right, so
There's
we
so
have
many
this
things
beautiful...
there's so many things we could say that in there. Just saying, just
All
saying.
right, no comments from the peanut gallery out here.
You guys have, I got stories
All right,
for
so
you.
she used that little bad boy in there. She's going to use the Easy Press 2 and a little parchment paper on top of it as well. Do you need to do that? It's double parchment paper.
I like it to do. I like to do it that way. All right, and I am actually going to put some pressure on here. It says to do it, if I'm not mistaken, I haven't looked in a little while. It says to do, I think, 30 seconds, but I'm going to just, run
Now
it a little bit
you're putting pressure
longer.
on there. Felicia, how much do you weigh?
Not that much. Well,
Can you sit on it?
do you want to sit on it?
I'm not sitting on an iron. Are you out of your mind? Forget it.
The top of this is not hot. The sides, the white part is not hot, just
the bottom of it, right,
When
right,
it's sitting in this tray, the tray is not hot. On the sides, you could pick it up if you want to, but you probably should not.
All right, what is your other secret about this thing? Don't tell anyone. You did it for 29 seconds. You're doing it for another.
I'm going to do another.
Because we always found that what?
The color doesn't really pop unless you really do it a little extra longer.
Yeah, we do it
if
double
you
the
really
time.
apply some pressure to it just to make sure that
So we've done some shirts where the infusible ink, it didn't seem as colorful as it could. So what we did is we put it back on there again, hit it a second time with pressure and some more time.
Right.
And it came out a lot more vibrant.
Right,
didn't it?
exactly.
So now she's learned to apply pressure and double the time.
All right, so
All right, let's see what it looks like.
it's a little hot, so I'm just going to
let it
kind
sit
of
for a
let it sit
second.
for a minute.
I hate waiting,
I
Felicia.
know you do.
Don't
It's
touch,
hot.
it's gonna burn. Gosh,
hot.
you're so dangerous.
Oh my gosh.
And another thing, it smells a little funky in here. Is that normal? The infusible ink gives off a little gas for a second. I don't think it's poisonous.
Look at my shirt.
Do
Do we have a dog? Do we have a dog?
Yeah,
Emma?
that's Emma's
Fluffy
fault.
dog?
Oh no. All right, is it ready?
Let's see.
The unveiling. The first ever design, an infusible ink design she's made with the Cricut Maker 3.
It's still a little hot.
All right, well, let it cook. That's all right. Let it cool. There's no... I can't even say what this is, but you can read it yourself at home because I'm afraid I'll say the wrong thing and I'll get in big trouble. There's a lot of rules here. That looks fabulous. Look how that just pops on there. I wanted something subtle because I'm meeting the captain, and I'm going to wear this shirt when I meet the captain along with my 7 stripes and 2 stars. So she's going to think I'm chicken of the sea when I have that shirt. How good am I going to look, huh? And Captain Kate with our picture on that.
Yep.
That is awesome. So it worked.
It worked.
So what would you say about the Cricut Maker 3? What are your final thoughts on that?
I like it. I like the concept of the smart vinyl if you had to do something long, right?
Okay.
I did look at some of the prices online of the smart vinyl. It's a little more expensive because you're getting more material for that.
Right, right.
So
It's kind of impossible
par
to get
for
in
course.
stores right now.
It is very impossible to get it in stores
But
right now.
you can order it on Amazon, probably have it next week.
Yes.
Okay.
You can.
But it works with regular vinyl too, all the old
absolutely.
vinyl.
Regular vinyl.
Infusible
right
ink, regular.
Right on your mat. We showed it on the mat.
Right,
that it runs through, but you can run it straight with the
with no mat.
no mat
That's
with
the
the
fundamental
smart
difference.
vinyl that is just the right width of the machine.
Thank you for following Joyce. You're fabulous.
Do you want to show the Joy real quick?
Yeah, let's show the Joy. What the heck? Let's go there. Now, if you don't want to spend that much money, of course, that fabulous thing that Dora said, $70. So those are the 3 different. $70.
That's right.
Most important one. Number 2, faster. Number 3, smart vinyl of up to, was it 12 feet long?
Yes.
Okay, that's good to know. Cricut Maker 3, world premiere right here on Felicia's She Shed. That's what she shed. All right, what is this? What's
All right,
going
so
on
this
here?
is the Joy, and this is the baby of the family of the Cricut machines. the cutting machines.
To the
It's this little
world.
machine. It's got a power
That's so cute.
connection. Open it up.
7% off,
It
too.
doesn't have the adaptive system in it.
Oh,
It
okay.
accepts just right now.
Drag and cut.
Today, it accepts only this fine point blade that it comes with. But at the end of the month, if I'm not mistaken, I don't remember the exact date, they're putting out a foil kit that they have for the big guy.
Yeah.
They're putting out a foil kit. You can do that now on the small.
And pens, too.
And there are pens.
Yeah.
So you can put the pens in. They just pop into the spot where the blade is. Simply take that out, pop your pen in, boom,
Wow, that's
off
pretty
and do
cool.
your thing.
Nice.
Okay.
So you can do some writing with that, like some creative
Yep.
designs,
Yep.
little like borders and boundaries around the
Yep.
side. That's pretty cool.
And you
Interesting.
can also purchase the card kits. So here's two that we have, two of many.
Oh, yeah. And those are
And
what you made those cards with.
This is
right?
what I made these cards with using the card mat. The cool thing about the card mat is that when you go to cut your card, you have this insert to separate the front from the back, so the back doesn't get cut, just the front does.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay.
All right,
Good point, because
and-
that would be weird.
And so
Otherwise,
this
you
is-
cut your design through both sides, and
right,
that would be.
right.
I
So
see
this
what
is
you're doing there.
a
So it
card.
comes with the envelopes, inserts, envelopes.
Comes with the
everything?
card already folded for you, the envelopes, as well as the inserts.
Fabulous.
Yeah, and
Look
this
at that.
this
That's
one's red and
nice.
blue inserts.
See, in the
just
carousel,
like
we have a kit down here. It looks like it
just
has
like
a lot of that
this.
stuff in it, so that's
this,
kind of neat.
This kit are these two cards.
Oh, I got you. I got you. Pretty cool. And there's what, 10 in there?
Yep.
So you can make 10
You can make
cards.
10 cards.
That's cool. That's great.
And the nice thing about this is there are, gosh, I don't even know how many pre-designed cards that you can load into Design Space and just cut. You don't have
Oh.
to do any manipulation to them. You just make them.
Or you can make your own
Or you
designs
can do your own designs. It's
in
really
Design
up to you.
Space. Yeah, okay.
You
A lot
can-
of people don't know how to do that. so
Right.
I think you're going to want the out-of-the-box stuff.
Right. So
Okay.
you can get a mat. This is a cute little baby mat. compared
It's
to the
so
other one.
cute. Look at it.
Fits right into the machine.
But you don't need that with Smart
You
Vinyl?
don't have to do that if you have the Smart Vinyl,
Mm-hmm.
right? So when I say that, I mean that, well, let's do the black because it's easier to see. Take it out of the box, and you can see that it's got no vinyl on the edges. That white is
Oh.
just the backing. And when we say Smart Vinyl, it fits right into the machine with no mat necessary.
Gotcha.
But I can have extra pieces of this. I can use regular vinyl. I can use my large infusible vinyl, cut it down to fit this 4.5-inch width,
Okay.
put it on the mat, and run the mat through too.
Great
So you
point.
don't have to have the Smart Vinyl. You don't have to do that with the Maker or the Joy.
Okay.
You straight up do whatever you
So
want.
use regular vinyl or
Yep.
smart vinyl.
Yep.
Smart vinyl means you don't need a mat.
Right. And
Big
you
deal.
can get the
Okay.
Smart Vinyl in removable, permanent, and iron-on.
And the infusible is not smart, is it?
Yes, you can get infusible Smart, although I don't have any
Okay.
today.
I like that.
And somebody asked before, has asked me, what's the difference between the removable and the permanent?
Mm-hmm.
The removable is something I could put on my wall with wall words,
Ah.
right? My classroom, if I were a teacher, put it on the wall and then peel it off and be here, whatever the case may be. But permanent is something you could put on a glass.
Wait a minute. You have
dish.
glasses say it's and hers.
That's because that's what you wanted.
Which one's yours? Which one's mine?
These have been run.
I want to go by its. I can choose its. Why
These have
not?
been run through the dishwasher. There's no peeling up of them.
They do last
They
really,
do
really
last
well.
real well.
That's amazing.
Right,
That's
but
the
the-
permanent.
Right, that's the permanent.
Okay.
So, and you can tell the difference between two because the removable is a matte finish, and the permanent is a shiny finish.
Shiny. Cool.
You see that?
I like your little slap bracelets on there too.
And
That's clever.
instead of rubber bands, I use slap
I
bracelets.
hate rubber bands.
Right?
Those break.
They
and-
break after a while. This just makes it nice and easy.
Like it. Fabulous. These are great tips.
Yep.
So that's the Cricut Joy. Who would you recommend the Cricut Joy for? Somebody who wants to do what? Just basic T-shirts,
Yeah,
some
I mean,
cards?
you know, as long as anything that's this width, to be honest.
Okay.
Right? You could go greater than this width. You just have to do 2 cuts
Mm-hmm.
to be able to do that. But yeah, this is really nice for traveling. It's portable. It's got, you can purchase a nice little case, which I have. You can also use the mini press, and that fits right in the little case that I have as well.
Thank you, Tier. Thanks for checking in. I appreciate you watching. You guys are awesome. You're fun too.
And that's it. It's easy.
Well, good. You guys have any questions? We'll hang out for a second. So we talked about the Cricut Joy today. We introduced for the first time ever on Amazon Live the Cricut Maker 3 versus the Cricut Maker. Getting the 3 differences, $70. I'm going to use that forever now. That's brilliant.
The fact that it can take smart vinyl.
Smart vinyl, faster.
Twice
And
as
I
fast.
think it's quieter.
I did
personally.
too. I did too.
I think it was a lot quieter. Not that that matters in most cases. And we also talked about the Brother embroidery machines, the difference between the PE800 and the SE1900. The SE1900, which is actually, I think, on sale now, back at the beginning of our carousel. It is actually, I think it's less expensive, but it's actually a sewing machine as well. The SE1900 does embroidery and sewing.
I did get the SE or the PE 800 on sale. I did watch for it to go on sale.
Yeah,
before I bought
right
it.
now it's more expensive. So personally, I think I'd rather get the SE 1900 at that point.
Absolutely.
Yeah, with the sewing
The prices
machine.
were reversed. Actually, the SE 1900 was a little more when I got the 800.
Yeah, that's a little weird. All right, if you have any questions, let us know. You can find us everywhere at Such Fun Gifts. I think we're done.
I think we're done. Thank
gonna
you
take it
guys.
back.
We really appreciate it.
That's Felicia, and remember, Emma's here too, and the Cricut tree. But hit us up with questions. You can find us online there under Such Fun Gifts, and we're happy to answer whatever you got. Thanks for watching. I think we're coming back later today with one more, I think, with the cruise show, the cruise
show.
tips.
There's a car show.
There's a car show. I think the car show is going to be tomorrow.
Maybe.
Thank you for watching, Tier. That's awesome. I hope I said your name. Is it Tier? Tier? I don't know. English is like my 8th language. I don't know what I'm talking about. We'll be back on later tonight, so make sure you follow us up here, those of you who haven't done that, and we'll be back a little bit later on with our fabulous cruise show. All right, kids, we'll see you all later. Bye!
Bye.